Good evening, everyone. I'm very excited about this video. This is a video, as you can see, about CryptoWin. You might know it, you might not. It's one of the top-rated online earning sites that I'm aware of. That recently underwent quite a big update. I'm going to show you what that entails and why it has me excited about this platform over again. I did take this site quite seriously a while back. I have been using it daily since. But at the moment I'm thinking I should refocus a bit more on the site and boost my earnings on here even a bit more. I decided to do a bit more of an in-depth video here to explain the whole site to you. I'm going to break down the video into 3 parts. I'm quickly going to run through this site, what it has to offer in part 1. In part 2, I'm just quickly going to go over all the changes they made on the site and show you how everything works so that you know what to do when you log in yourself. And then lastly, I'm going to share what I think I'm going to implement my strategy using this site moving forward and my current goals and targets, earning targets that is. So yeah, I think let's get cracking. I'm going to be right back with part 1 just now. Alright, let's get cracking. I'm going to show you what CryptoWin is. Some people might not know it yet. I'm going to run through the homepage of the site just to show you what the site is all about. As you can see, they promote themselves as the #1 Bitcoin rewards platform. Pretty big statement. As you can see, you can claim free Bitcoin by viewing ads, doing surveys, offers, and you can earn some interest. And I'll show you how that works just now. Just to scroll down here, as you can see, they've got 812 reviews on Trustpilot. Just going to scroll down to the bottom here. You can see they actually have 5 stars from all those reviews. That is pretty awesome. That shows you a lot of people are trusting this site. Well, that's as far as any online earning site can go. Obviously, any of these sites can go bust at any time, but you do look for the signals and people that run the sites properly, admins that invest money and time into the sites. These guys seem to be doing just that. Even with the recent update, everything seems to be improvements, and they're putting money and effort into the site, which is always a good sign. As you can see, they've been around since 2020, going on the 3rd year now, which is pretty cool. That is quite long in terms of online earning sites in general. And as I said, they keep investing and improving the site, so that is a good sign for the site to stay around quite a long time. Let's quickly go back to the top here. As you can see, there are various ways to earn on the site. I'll show you how all this looks on the inside and which ones we are focusing on. As I said, you can earn Bitcoin. You see 126% return from the revenue sharing program. As I said, it costs just 1,000 satoshi to buy what they call shares, which is pretty cool. It's nice and low. You can earn this on the site. You can deposit funds from externally. So it's nice and easy to get going on the site, to buy a first share and then start earning a bit more passively. The last 180 days, you get 1% from each share your referrals purchase. These also do add up, and your daily interest is 0.7%. But I'll show you a bit more about this on the inside. This cool little profit calculator is also here, and it's got one on the inside as well. I'll show you that on the inside. These are just some site statistics. Various Offerwalls partners. Very easy to get going with the site. You just register and you start earning. That's basically it. I actually just saw this today when I started browsing through the homepage, and this is actually pretty amazing. They've got almost 520,000 users, which is a massive user base, and almost 40 Bitcoin paid. That's actually pretty amazing. I knew the site was big, didn't know it was this big. That just goes to show they are taking the site pretty seriously. Some user reviews here, you can scan through those. Get in touch with admin there, and then here at the bottom, you can check all the terms, the FAQs, and if there's any new developments on the site, you can always just check the news page here. Let me show you how that looks. You got all the recent updates. They explain to you. They always give updates about maintenance. They actually stick to their maintenance times and do what they say they do. So that's also a good sign. And then lastly, what I want to show you on this page, if you go to the payment proof section, I actually haven't seen this before as well. Just noticed this when I was looking through here. You can check all of the payments just made today. They do external and Faucet Pay payments. Faucet Pay is obviously nice and instant, and you can withdraw from a nice low amount, and there's no fees involved. That's pretty cool. And you'll see there's a nice mix of low and pretty big payments. And that is nice. As you can see, I think the minimum withdrawal to Faucet Pay each is 300 satoshi for people who do have access to it. And yeah, there are just pages and pages and pages. Well, it seems like they're just showing you the last one at the moment. But one interesting thing I did notice, these seem to be in chronological order. I tried going to the last page here, the first page, but they don't show you that. But I mean, if this is chronologically, this means they've sent over 1.6 million payments. That is pretty insane. So yeah, I think that just gives you a nice overview of what the site has to offer, that it's been around for a very long time. As far as sites go that you can trust, in brackets, I think this is not a bad one to put in some seed coin, grow your accounts, and then if you have a good earning and withdrawal strategy, you can start taking out some of the money you put in, as well as build a growing passive income at the same time. That's what I'm doing, and yeah, that's pretty cool. So what I'm going to do now, I'm quickly going to log into my account, and then I'm going to go to part 2 of this video, and I'm going to share with you guys the few updates and changes they made in the site. You'll see this site has a nice, simple and effective layout. It's very easy to navigate. It's clean. Yeah, so let me show how it looks. Be back just now. Okay, so let's see what CryptoWin has to offer on the inside. I'm logging to my account. This is how the dashboard looks like. For people that knows the site and had an account on here before, you'll see it's very similar. Not a lot has changed, but there are a few changes. As you can see, the layout is nice and clean, and also very easy to navigate. This is basically it. As you can see, yeah, it's very simple to follow. Over here in your account settings, you can have an account overview. That's where we are now. You can check in advertisements if you do want to advertise on the site. I bet this will be pretty good and effective advertising here, because you are advertising to like-minded crypto people that want to earn crypto and are interested in the industry. This is just the news page, the same one's at the bottom, and this is your offer industry. If you do any from the Offerwalls, you can just check your earning history over there as well. This is also the advertising section here. You can go in there if you are interested in actually doing some advertising on the site. Under settings, I'm not going to click there now, but it's very short. Basically, there you can set your email and change it, as well as your Bitcoin address, and you can enable your 2FA, your extra security layer. They introduced that with the new update as well, which I think is pretty cool, especially if you start getting a bigger account. I do recommend just enabling the 2FA extra security level just to protect your account. That's basically that. I'll show you at the top just now. Just to show you, this is your main balance, your purchase balance. This is a new addition to the site. Crypto coins, these are basically what you earn on the Offerwalls. You will convert these crypto coins. Once they show up here, you can convert them into satoshi. That will go into your main balance. And this is your total amount withdrawn from the site. As you can see, I registered September 2021. So it's more than a year and a half ago. And this is the amount I have withdrawn so far. I'm pretty sure I've already withdrawn more than I originally put in throughout the years. I've just been reinvesting for quite a long time. This is your click statistics. This is actually pretty cool. Since the update a few days ago, they always had PTC ads available to watch to earn a few satoshi. They took it away for a few months, quite a while, because some people was apparently abusing the system. But they have now brought it back with stricter controls, so that is good news, because you do earn some commissions from your referral clicks, and of course you earn from your own clicks, and you can use this balance to start buying the revenue shares. That's what a lot of people do. You can start buying shares with a free account without doing anything out of pocket, just some effort to watch the ads and earn from the site, which is awesome. This is actually where you can exchange your crypto coins to Bitcoin. You need to achieve a minimum of 100 crypto coins to exchange. As you can see, I just tried a few PTC ads on one of the Offerwalls. There's 10 coins there, so I'll just keep doing that and then exchange over here when I can. You have a few deposit options. Let me show you what this looks like. Once you start funding your account, you can see your latest deposits. These are your options. You can deposit using Faucet Pay. I'm going to do that a bit later on. I'll show you how that works. This is your Bitcoin deposit address from any direct Bitcoin wallets from outside. I think it's the minimum to deposit is just 1,000 satoshi. That is also pretty cool. It's nice and low. So that is your address. Whatever you have there, you can just copy it and you can deposit into that address from any other external Bitcoin wallets, and it will show up in your main balance in your account. And this I'll also show. This is a new feature they added. I'll get back to that in a bit. Let's go back to the dashboard. Let me show you the withdraw options. As you can see here, you need to achieve the minimum of 300 satoshi to withdraw, so that is nice and low. You can earn that just by doing the PTC ads and the Faucet. I'll show you the Faucet now as well. That's what a lot of people do. Okay, I actually need that in my account. I did a withdrawal this morning, so just waiting for that. So I can't show you that now, but if you withdraw to Faucet Pay, 300 is the minimum. There is a bit higher for direct withdrawals. I do know Faucet Pay also doesn't have any withdrawal fees, which is a pretty big plus. But I do know that not everybody in every country has access to Faucet Pay, so you are limited to doing direct withdrawals. So yeah, you can just check the withdrawal fees on that. These are your referral statistics. As you can see, I've got 23 people there. The clicks will start picking up now again, hopefully as well, since the PTC ads are back. That's your earnings. This is your referral link. You can get it over there. Here you can check what you can get from your referral commissions. Actually get 50% from every Faucet claim they do. That is pretty cool. I'll show you how that works now. That can easily add up if you have a few people actively doing that. You get 1% from every share they buy. That's also pretty cool. That also adds up. 10% from any Offerwalls, and 35% from every PTC add your referrals to. So I'm assuming that is the click statistics there. So I think that is pretty generous. These are your latest withdrawals. As you can see, it's pretty consistent. This was the maintenance day they had over here, but every day I do try and withdraw some satoshi into my Faucet Pay account. From there I use it for other things. But I'm using a strategy where I'm growing my accounts and making sure I'm also withdrawing some at the same time. But we'll get more into the strategy I'm using in just a bit. Yeah, at the bottom is just the dashboard. This is just the link to the Faucet. This is the link to the advertising option over here. And your terms of service, FAQs, private policy, payment proofs again, and the news and the contact admin. These are the same as on the car homepage. So that's basically the layout of the site. Over here, you can go to your revenue share option. Let's quickly have a look at that. I'm going to go into more detail on this in a bit when I get to the actual strategy. But this is basically where you will be buying your shares. They've got a cool calculator here where you can work out your earnings, daily, weekly, monthly, and total profit for the amount of shares you have. You can change this to anything you want to. And here you will actually go ahead and buy the shares. Here's all the questions you might have. They answered for you on how the shares work. And you can have a look at your current active shares under My Shares. I'll also go into that in a bit when we come back. But the crux of the matter is it's just 1,000 to buy one. You get 0.7% interest daily for 180 days, which gives you 1,259 back. So basically making 259 satoshi profits per share over that period. So now it's now it's just a case of working out the best strategy that will work for you. There are two separate balances now, as you can see. This is the one big update after the update they did. Some people got a bit confused, but I'll show you how that works. It's actually very simple. And this is just the PTC ads section. As you can see, I've already viewed these. Let me just do one quick ad to show how this works. You can earn 2 satoshi. You view it for 10 seconds. Simply click on it. You click on the go button. We'll see the little timer running there. I don't actually think you have to stay actively on the ad. Yes, the timer is still running, so that's pretty cool. You can see it here as well, so you don't actually need to have the ad in an active window. You've earned 2 satoshi successfully. Cool, there we go. Page will refresh. Let's do one more just to show you how that works. So this will also just count down, and this gets added directly into your main balance. Simple and easy. You can go to the in Bitcoin section. So that's the PTC ads. Over here, let me quickly show you all the Offerwall options they currently have. They have all of these. A few well-known ones, so you can go into each one of them and see if any of them have a nice earning option for you. I noticed that which one was, I know TimeWall has PTC options, quite a lot of them, as well as I think it was eWall. Yes, they got a visit, but I did them today as well. But you can check which one. I prefer doing PTC options, but if you enjoy surveys, you can earn a lot from these as well. You can play the lottery or the high-low game. I don't mess with these a lot. And the other one we do often is the Faucet, where you can earn 1 to 7 satoshi every 15 minutes just by clicking here on claim reward. As you can see, this is my current main balance. You click on here, you do a little capture, easy as that. You claim reward, boom, 5 satoshi added to your balance, new balance 33 satoshi, and then the timer starts. Let's go back to the dashboard quickly. As you can see, it's been added here. And that's it, guys. If you just do the PTC ads, check back for new ads every now and then. You keep this page open. You do the faucet every 15 minutes as often as you can. You can very easily, without using anything out of pocket, you can just withdraw every time you get to 300 satoshi if you wanted to faucet pay, or you just start building your account till you get to 1,000. You do an internal transfer to your purchase balance and you start buying your first shares. That's what a lot of people do. You can obviously boost this by doing the Offerwalls as well, but that is just for people that actually do not want to use anything out of pocket and they want to start building their share portfolio on here. So that is a rundown of the site. Let me actually just show you how this internal transfer works. Or what? Let me do that in the final part, because I'm going to show you my strategy, but I'm also going to do a deposit into the account. And then I'm going to show you from the deposit how to just move it over to your purchase balance to buy shares. So more on that when we come back just now. That's just a brief overview of everything the site has to offer. I hope that makes sense. I hope you can see it's nice and simple. And let's get into the strategy and the interesting earning stuff just now. Hey guys, so yeah, I actually just did this full strategy review insert just to realize that the recording had actually crashed. So that's a bit of a bummer, but no worries, let's go through it again. This is the exciting part of the video, the earning strategy. This is the part where you can start earning a bit of a passive income for you and build your share portfolio on the site. Just the basics again. As I said, it's just 1,000 satoshi to purchase a share, what they call a share. You get basically, let me show you, if you put one share in here, you see your total profit is 260 satoshi in 180 days. So that's pretty cool. As you can see, I've got 2,022 shares at the moment. Let's see what that's equal to. It's equal to just over 14,000 satoshi. So that's where I'm currently at. My next target is going to be 2,500, and I'm going to want to boost it to 3,000 shares, and then I'll reassess from there. I'll share my withdrawal strategy in just a bit. Just to quickly show you, why you need a good strategy. If you go into my shares, you can see your entire share history. Just go to my final one. I think it's on page 15 I saw. Recovering from a bit of a cold, sorry. Yes, okay, so this is today's date. This is my old shares that's expiring. Now, if you go through the older pages, what you'll see, a lot of people had the same problem. You were just buying the shares in bulk as you can, from external deposits and all that. But basically what happened was it feels like it's going well, and then after 180 days when these shares start expiring in bulk, it just feels like your active share count is dropping quickly, and you feel like your earnings is slowing down significantly. And then yes, basically if you don't have a nice consistent strategy you're following, it might feel like you're chasing your tail the whole time. So what you need is a good strategy, so in order to your number of active shares always remains consistent and slowly increasing, and you don't have the big dips that's difficult to recover from. I hope that makes sense. So if you look at my older stuff, you'll see there's like 40 shares expiring, 10, 15, 5, 2, very inconsistent. But from here I started being more consistent in the number of shares I buy daily. So there's one or two higher in between, but more or less they'll be a lot more consistent. There's a lot of 10s, 12s, 11s. There's all the active shares. There's a whole page of 12 shares. This just makes it a lot more predictable for me going forward. Than when these shares start expiring, I know more or less the average of shares that will be expiring, so I can be sure to stay ahead of the curve when that happens. If that makes sense. 13s, let's go to the current page. These are the ones I bought today. I just started buying 14 shares a while ago. Why did I go to 14? Because with the number of shares I have at the moment, I'm earning just over 14,000 a day. So I'm trying at the moment to purchase 14. I did boost the strategy a bit because I want to get to this 3,000 mark as quickly as possible. So what I'm going to do at the moment is, let me just quickly show you also, when you work out your strategy, what to keep in mind. I think this is something that a lot of people are missing when they're working out their own strategies. Let's go to one share again. You work on the 260 profit. The 1,000 you automatically just reinvest because you never want your shares, the number, to start dropping. So we're just concerned about the 260 satoshi profit you're getting every time. So let's take that profit. You divide it by the number of days the share runs for. It gives you 1.4 satoshi profit per share per day. It might not sound like a lot, but believe me, this adds up quickly, and the compounding effect of it is pretty awesome. So from here, you just need to decide how much of this daily profit you want to reinvest to increase your number of shares further, and how much you want to start withdrawing. I do recommend, once your account has built up a bit, to gradually start withdrawing, just because any online earning site is unpredictable. Anything might happen to it at any given day. So then you want to start just getting some of your money back as quickly as possible. So I just thought I'm going to do a simple strategy. I'm going to take 1 satoshi profit per share daily, and then I'm going to reinvest additionally the 0.4 satoshi per share per day daily. I hope that makes sense. Basically that means at the moment I can withdraw 2022 satoshis every single day and just simply reinvest all of the rest. I might cut down on that a little bit at the moment, because I want to boost my number of active shares at the moment as quickly as possible. But just to give you an idea, once I reach my target of say 3,000 satoshi, see what that gets us. Gets you a daily profit of 21,000. So that basically means every day I'm going to be able to withdraw 3,000 satoshi and reinvest the 18,000 by 18 shares. I hope that gives you a good idea. Obviously, when you do that, your number of shares will gradually increase over 3,000, and you just keep doing the same, and all of these stats will start slowly increasing as well. That is to Faucet Pay. For people that do not have access to Faucet Pay, they can do one withdrawal a week rather. Just save it up and withdraw 3,000 times 7 days. It's a nice round amount, 21,000. You do I think that's enough to do external wallet withdrawals. So instead of doing the daily 3,000, you just do the weekly 21,000, and that works out. That means the strategy will work out the same at the end of the day. So that is my current goal. I'm going to try and do monthly updates for CryptoWin, along with sites like DachiCorp, some of the core sites we're using, just to show you my progress. I think it's pretty interesting to follow, and you can watch your own account grows at the same time. So that's basically what I'm doing. I'm quickly going to show you how to actually do deposits into the site in order to buy more shares. I'm going to do, as you see, I've got 6,000 now. I can actually show you that now, but let's go ahead and do a deposit quickly. Go into dashboard. I'm already apologies. I'm already logged into my Faucet Pay account just to make it a bit easier. As you can see, I've got 42,000 satoshi here to use. That's equal to 42 shares. But if you want to do a deposit, you go to the home page, you click on deposits. For any other external deposit, you simply send your Bitcoin to your address that you have over here, and it will show up in your main page as soon as it goes through. Depositing using Faucet Pay for people that can do that is pretty cool. It's instant as well. Let's go ahead and click on this amount to deposit. Let's do 42,000. Ooh, that's too much. Faucet Pay currency BTC. Before the update, I think you could actually have used any of the other currencies as well, but not anymore. They probably just want to simplify the process. But you can convert any currency you want to in Faucet Pay. If you have other balances, you can just go over to CoinSwap and we'll just swap everything over to BTC anyway and just do the exact same thing. So click on deposit now. It should open another window. Get redirected. Merchant CryptoWin, deposit that amount. Yes, complete payment. Payment has been completed successfully. You get taken back. It automatically shows instantly at the bottom here. You can go back to your dashboard. It should be in your main balance. Oh, it's cool. It's actually in your purchase balance directly. That actually saves you a step. That is pretty cool. Just to show after the update, one thing that people are missing now, or if you want to just use your PTC and your Faucet earnings from your main balance, you want to start buying shares with that, what you do is you go to deposit and you simply click on transfer from main balance to purchase balance. You click the number there, you click transfer, and boom, it will go straight here into your purchase balance, which you can use to buy shares. So you can see that's 48,000. That means it's 48 shares we can go ahead and buy. Go back to revenue share. So just to show you, at the moment we got 2022, the daily profit of 14,154. Now we're going to go ahead and we're going to buy 48 more shares. For that amount, you go ahead and you buy shares. Boom. There you go, successfully bought the shares. It happens instantly. Purchase balance goes down up to 2070. Let's see what that gets us now from tomorrow onwards. Almost 14,500. So cool. Yeah, I am very happy with that. So just sticking with my current strategy, that means I will be able to withdraw 2070 satoshi daily if I want to. I might cut that down a bit. I think I'm just going to keep buying the 14 shares at the moment. I might withdraw the whatever's left at the moment because the minimum to Faucet pay is 300. So I'm just going to keep withdrawing that at the moment until I get to my first target of 2,500 and then 3,000. So that is my strategy. It will give me consistency. I'm going to keep buying the 14 shares daily. It's going to keep consistency when the shares start expiring. And obviously, like the 48 shares I just bought, you can just keep an eye on your page. When you see a few pages ahead that there's a bulk number of shares going to expire, at that stage, when the time comes, I'll just stop doing withdrawals for a while just to compensate for that, because we always want a number of shares to stay at least more or less the same, but also start gradually increasing. So yeah, guys, that is a summary of my strategy. I'm aiming for 2.5 and then 3,000, and then following the 1 satoshi profit per day withdrawal and reinvesting the rest strategy. I hope that makes sense. Please get in touch if you need any more guidance on that. If you are just starting out, feel free to just do the PTC ads and the Faucet as often as you can. Get that first 1,000, get that first share. It's a cool feeling. You can do the Offerwalls as well if you don't want to use anything out of pocket, or use some of the other sites free to earn sites that we're using at the moment. Use the seed coin, put it into Faucet Pay, or do direct deposits into here and start building this account. Obviously, I'm not a financial advisor, but if you are looking for something to start build, I can suggest this. Obviously, there's no guarantees, and don't put anything in here you can't afford to lose. But I've been enjoying this journey. I'm looking forward after this new update to refocus on this account and then build it up as quickly as possible. But I will give you guys at least monthly updates to show you where I'm at. I hope you enjoyed that. Keep an eye out for more content coming soon. Have a great weekend. Stay safe, and I'll see you on the next one.